The wedding party's waiting outside the door, and we're about to bring them in. Are you ready to bring them in? Are you ready to get the party started? Now, when Nathan and Tina and I sat down to begin talking about what they wanted from their wedding reception, I had a lot of commentary about the story Cinderella and how Tina just loves Cinderella and how she wanted it to be her own little fairy tale, shall we say. So this is their fairy tale. Once upon a time, see, it starts like a fairy tale. Once upon a time in the far-off city of Thompson, there lived a beautiful princess. She loved to draw, play the trumpet, and play baseball. She spent her time learning to sew and learning to cook. I didn't say it was very well. I'll leave that to Nathan to answer that one. What was the name of our princess? Of course, Princess Tina would be her name. Now, Princess Tina dreamt of a prince that would someday sweep her off her feet. She wondered if he would ever come to her. Well, the dream wasn't that far off. A prince would someday come from the west, from the mountains in the west, from the kingdom of Alberta, where there lived a prince, a Lego-playing, thing-building explorer of a prince. His name was Prince Nathan. Now, fate would bring them together. It was only for a short time, however, on a chilly night in the land of prairie grasses and golden wheat fields. It was called Brandon, and at a social gathering of friends, their eyes met for the first time. Princess Tina was breathless. She was instantly drawn to him. Prince Nathan thought, hey, she's pretty nice. She's pretty cute, too. After all the joyous games of Texas Hold'em, there was plenty of laughter and romance began to fill the air. Unfortunately, though, at the time, it wasn't meant to be. Princess Tina was sad, but she wouldn't be sad for very long. You see, there was going to be a party, a very special party. It was going to be a wedding. The prince was in search of something that he had lost. And when the night was through, he would marry his love. The princess began to worry. She had no idea. She had no dress to wear. She needed help. How was she ever going to be ready to go? And just then, like magic, in came her fairy maid of honor, coming to lend a hand. Come forward, our fairy maid of honor. The princess had known her fairy maid of honor for 15 years, when she had traveled from the far-off land of Trinidad to stay in Canada. Her name was Lisa. There she is. Princess Tina loved that Lisa had 2 children, Michaela and Tegan, and that she spent her time working and being a student for hospitality management. She was the princess's best friend, and she was truly loved. I'll help you, Princess Tina, she said. The fairy maid of honor needed a little help, and just then she saw 3 little mice watching from a corner of the room. With a wink and a nod and a perfect magic word, the mice became 3 very lovely ladies, eager to lend a hand. The first was named Jennifer. She reminded Princess Tina of one of the best people that she had ever met. Someone that she had met 10 years ago at a Pampered Chef party, who was with Justin and had a daughter named Kenzie. With Jennifer stood Sierra. Sierra was everything that the princess would ever want in a very, very, very awesome daughter. Some called her Miss Lynn. She liked art and her 3 dogs, Bella, Charlie, and Buddy. The last of the 3 lovely ladies was Michaela. At 12 years old, Mickey loves to dance, and Princess Tina loved her like a daughter. With all their might, they wished and wished and wished again, and with the snap of their fingers, a beautiful gown appeared. It was the most beautiful dress the princess had ever seen. She loved it. "Oh, thank you," exclaimed the princess. When they arrived at the celebration, the prince was nowhere to be found. Where could he have gone? "He has gone to find the girl that he has longed to marry," announced Trevor, the prince's friend and best man. Trevor and Prince Nathan had met 11 years earlier when they were co-workers. Married to man, he's the proud father of 3, Talia, Rome, and Alana. Trevor continued, "He has taken with him a legion of great men. Indeed he had, as he took with him a brother, Nathan." Yes, Nathan, a brother of the same name that lived in Edmonton. He was an actor, a producer, and he was single and ready to mingle. With them was Thomas. Though the prince had only known him for 3 years, he's become one of his closest friends. Tex, as he's known, was a traffic supervisor in Brandon by day, and by night, he loved video games, books, girls, guns, and movies. Girls, guns, oh, that's good. There was a call from the entrance. "The prince has returned, the prince has returned," with a huge smile. Prince Nathan entered the room and said to his awaiting princess, "Behold, I have finalized buying our home. Now marry me." He had sat with her dad over dinner and in casual conversation just threw in that he wanted to marry the princess, and it was approved. Sometimes fairy tales do come true. Sometimes you just have to wait for the timing to be right, for the right fit. Our princess found her prince, and just a short while ago, we all got to watch as they committed their lives to one another. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Please rise and welcome the new Mr. and Mrs. Nathan and Tina Erickson.